Oh, I don't want to do it. Hold on. Look up, baby. Look up. So basically, that's my new little setup. I got 4 monitors now. You can see. Oh, I don't want to do it. Hold on. Look up, baby. Look up. So basically, that's my new little setup. I got 4 monitors now. You can see. Girl, I'm over here. Oh, I don't want to do it. This ain't big stuff. Look up, baby. Look up. So basically, that's my new little setup. I got 4 monitors now. Okay, so we're good there. I'll mute you. All right. And let's take a look at something. Ooh, 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 that looks nice. But I'm not the expert in it, so I'm not going to fool with it. Guys, one suggestion, don't trade things you're not an expert in. If you don't really understand it, leave it alone. Okay, so this one's popping in the profits. I just took this trades. These are a little bit early. I like the double tops. I'm a double top fan for reversals. And so I look to the 5 minute time frame, and we do have a sell arrow there. On the 1 hour time frame, it is bumping up against resistance. Okay, so I do like that. On the 4 hour time frame, it is in the downtrend. You can see here's a low, but this low is lower than this one, so that's confirms a downtrend to me. But I did use a tight stop on here just in case I'm wrong, because Trump has been using this pen very liberally. And as a result of that, there's been a lot of herking and jerking around in the markets. So just letting y'all know this is what I'm doing. And I'll put my stop at this level, which would be at 62290. 62290. Chances are I'll probably close it out early, but we'll see how that goes. But so far, so good on that one. Um, so I'm just taking them off the 5 minute time frame. All right, and I have this one as well. I like that shape. That's a sexy shape right there. Let's see. I'm gonna have the camera stop. All right, there you go. All right, so good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday to you. Oh yeah, these are dropping nicely. Perfect, perfect. Keep going, keep going, keep going, baby. Keep going, sexy. Somebody emailed the other day, believe it or not. This is why I'm not into quote unquote religion. I love God, God loves me, but this is one of the reasons I never wanted to be a pastor or anything like that. Do you know somebody emailed me the other day, uh, um, upset because I called the trading system the sexy analyst? Well, okay, it analyzed my charts and it makes it look sexy. So I just thought of a fun name. And, somebody tried to rebuke me. And then as we were going through as they're apparently going through the tutorials, everybody has a desktop background, right? Everybody has that. But I have my wife on my background. I love my wife. In fact, this Valentine's Day, which is coming up in less than 2 weeks, it'll be 11 years that we've been married. So I had her in my background, and I think she's kind of cute, so I had her in my background. So when I was doing tutorials on how to download the system onto your desktop, the person trying to rebuke me. Well, why you got your wife on the camera? Well, bro, are you focused on my wife, or are you gonna be focused on what the steps are? Because I don't tell people what to put on their computer background. Y'all understand what I'm saying? It's just, bro, what you tripping off of, bro? Just doing too much. So, anybody want to know? That's why I call it the sexy analyst, because it makes my charts look sexy. These trade setups are sexy. This is one of them. This is a sexy setup, and look at there, sexy setup. And you guys are in it. If you want to take this trade with me, you can. I mean, I'm showing you exactly what I did, like less than a few minutes ago. Okay, so here we go. Again, this was an early entry because I just like the way it looked on the 1 hour. And on this 4 hour, you can see that it is in the downtrend, just like I told you guys last week. So for me, we didn't get an arrow on the 15-minute, which I really, really prefer. But nevertheless, I took it off this 5-minute arrow right here, which confirmed that it's in a downtrend, and I'm currently in profit right now. And I do hope this thing drops drastically, because whatever trades I take on here are also copied onto my prop firm accounts. So if they don't go well on here, ooh, not gonna be a good one. Oh Jesus! All right, yeah, but either way it goes, this is one of those I look to hang on to for a little bit, but I definitely am not going to be holding this going into. Um, Let me see, the ADP reports. Now, this is one of the reasons why you'll see me looking up quite often. Let me kind of. This camera be tripping when I do that. Let me see if I can do it. One of the things I do, and you got, come on, baby, quit playing so much. You're doing too much. All right, come on. Yeah, there you go. Focus. All right, so you guys see, here's my new little rig, my little setup. Okay. Right here, it looks like a duplicate screen, but it's not. This is a Zoom where I can see who's fooling around, who's acting up, so I can kick them out. So that's just showing me, hey, this is what everybody else is seeing. So that's why you're seeing that. So this is my Zoom screen right here, where I can now see you guys, see the questions and everything else, and I can make sure that whatever you guys are seeing, I'm seeing, to make sure that it's working correctly. So if I switch this to something else, it'll be something else. So that's why you're seeing the duplicate screen. Here's my actual trading screen, which, by the way, oftentimes what I do like to do is to stretch it all the way across, which gives me a complete panoramic view of all the what's going on from a long time back. I can actually see exactly what's going on historically. So that's one of the things I like to do sometimes with the double screen. So I have two screens across the bottom and or the top, whatever, and it allows me to be able to see a whole panoramic view. See my little fish tank over there? That's my guys over there. All right, and then up here, come on, quit playing, girl. Dang, freaking AI camera trying to tell me what to look at. And then up here is the screen for the YouTube family, where I can see them. And hey, Nolan, by the way, good morning. And the rest who will be joining later. And then up here, which is really important, let me see if I can point it up a bit for you guys. This here, I send this out to you guys every Sunday. Let me see if I can go a little bit further. And yeah, right there. So this is what I send out to you guys every Sunday, and most people never even take a look at it. They never pay attention to it, and that's going to be on you, because I actually bought the extra camera and the extra screens. Oh, now you want to act up, huh? Oh, you pissed? Oh, you pissed? Oh, you pissed? Oh, I don't like this camera. God, Liam, I switch this camera. I am done with you. Quit playing, bro. Don't be AI. Stay away from AI, guys. Just so you know. This thing, it's trying to tell me what to look at. Oh God. How a camera gonna have an attitude? Y'all hear what I'm saying? A camera gonna have an attitude. Jeez. What the hell? Lord forgive me, but yeah, grief. So anyway, that's what I'm actually looking at. So again, if this don't work out, oh, not going to be a good day on my prop account. But if it works out and this thing drops, it's going to be very, very nice. Okay, and maybe to this level right here, because I see there's a lot of activity right to this level. But again, I'm not going to hold these trades going into Friday, because Friday is NFP news, and so therefore I'm not going to do it. Okay. All right, so that's some trades. I'm just going to hold those, and we'll see how those play out. Man, freaking attitude. Oh, hi, Donna. By the way, I'm sorry. Hold on, let me add you. Guys, I'm not feeling 100%, so we're not going to have a long class today, but I just wanted to um, come in and at least be able to answer any questions you guys may have, see if there's anything I can help you with. So what we can do for time's sake today is go straight into questions. Hey, hi, Tonya. So if you have any questions, just go. Let's go right into questions. Go ahead and raise your hand, and let's go into that. Let's do that. If you have any questions for me. By the way, I did post up the oil and silver results and also the Forex results. Right now, we are just smashing the markets. Let me pull this on screen. Um, let's see this one here. So as you can see, this is all winners for the week, 1,240 pips. And so this is just the oil and silver. And more trades should be coming out this week. So as you can see, it's just a monster killer week for us. And then we also have the team tracker. And let me do this for you guys. I already had it marked up. As you can see, we are at 14 wins, only one loss, and this one is mine. This actually was not supposed to be a loss. It was trying to get a break even, but it kind of scooted down by like 12 pips or whatever. But I had already won a trade for 85 pips on AUD JPY, so we're still in the plus on my books, and this is the rest of the teams and stuff like that. So overall, we're just really just taking it to the markets this week. As I explained to you guys last week, what actually happened, why the markets were so messed up, is because Trump had just gotten into office, and then he started doing all kinds of different pin wars. I call it a pin war because he just started doing all kinds of writing up and saying, hey, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, we're doing this, we're doing that, and blah, 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 blah. And because of all of that, basically, the markets just went uncomfortably nervous globally, not just in the US, but globally. And so, yeah, we took a big loss on the chin for the first time in maybe, God knows, maybe a year, where we got that big of a loss. But it was nothing that we did personally wrong. It was just that, hey, he was just having a penmanship good time, and that's okay. I understand you got to do what you feel you got to do. But that's basically what happened. Okay. So anyway, as you can see, a lot of people, they don't know how to be patient. They don't be patient. So, you're not allowed to have a losing week, and then they jump ship on you. And then the very next week you make it all back in a matter of days, and they're already gone. And so they miss out on everything. So between the oil and silver, which we said was how many pips? 1240. Let me do some math for you guys. So we do 1240 plus, let's take a look at this. 1240 plus 1191. That gives us 2,431 pips. And last week we were down by, I think, 1,150 pips or something like that. So that still keep us positive, net positive in 2 weeks of 1,281 pips for the week. Okay, so we're still going good. We're still going strong. Still going strong. All right. So let's go ahead and go with questions. Let me check on this one. It's doing a pullback. Like I said, if this don't work out, it's on me because I should have waited for my 15-minute arrow, but it's only 4 or 5 pips. So we'll sit here and see how it plays out. I'm really looking at, and I may retest this. But what I did like was this here. I like that this is a lower high. So we'll see how that plays out. Okay. Even if it hits my stop, because I got a tight stop right here on only 15 pips, where I should be putting it is above this level. But again, I'm just playing around with it just to see, because I know I'm already being naughty. What I should be doing is waiting for my 15-minute arrow, which is a lot more secure, like you can see right here. And then you see a gap. Much better. Yeah. So right here, you can see right here, the arrow came in and the gap down. Then it came back up. So I should be waiting for it. But again, it's only 5 or 6 pips. So if I'm naughty and I get tapped on the hand for this, it's only 15 pips lost. No big deal. Okay. Then I know to wait for my 15-minute arrow. We'll see how that goes. But that's what I saw in the 5-minute. Okay. So it's retracing a bit. Only 6 pips. So we'll keep account of this right here. This is 6 pips. So if it taps right here, that'll be only 15 pips. Now I have a 15 pip stop for those who want to hop in. If you want to play around like I'm doing, it's a 15 pip stop that I'm using. And I'm looking at this level, which is being retested right here, going across. And so we'll see if it has strength. If it breaks through here, then it'll retest to there. But if not, like I said, it's only 15 pips, so nothing to worry about. All right. So just explaining what I got going on my personal thing. All right. Oh, now you want to track me and follow me too, huh? Sweet girl. Oh, go on. Anytime you got to talk to your camera, you know it's just, geez, too much going on. All right. Stop that. That ain't what I wanted. I'm trying to bring back up you guys. Let me pull this back over and then pull up that. All right. And participants. Okay, there we go. All right, you guys. So let's take a look at who has questions for me today, if there's any. Let's go. Uh, Thank you, Sam. Sam said that was a nice name for that indicator. Yeah, I just called the sexy analyst. You know, it's just an analyst. That's what I call her. She was sexy. When I was looking at charts, I said, what should I call this one? I said, sexy analyst. Ooh, it's sexy. I like the way it makes my charts look. All right, any questions? All right, we got Peter. Peter, go ahead and unmute. Thank you.
Okay. How you doing, Kapi? Yeah, you helped me with my purchasing these the copycat last week. Wait, one sec.
Sure, sure. Let me do this. Okay. Peter? 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 All right, anyone else? I'm not sure what happened with Peter. Anybody else? Any questions? Any questions for me? Okay, we lost Peter. Also, guys, we're still going to keep the price for the oil and silver as at the introductory price for now. It's just 97 bucks if you want to join in on that. Like I said, you just already missed out on 1,200 pips so far this week, so it's still time. Somebody did email about the lot sizes for the US 30. I'm sorry, not for the US 30, but for oil and silver. I always recommend contact your broker because every broker is different. And so one broker, you know, zero point 0.5 lot size may be very, very small, but another broker may be very large. That's one of those conversations you got to have with your broker. People always ask, what should you start with? I always recommend start with the 0.01, 0.02, let it run for a few days. And after you got a couple of trades, you know for yourself what you want to adjust the number to. Okay, I never get into that. I never get into that because the issue is that I don't know which broker you're using and you know how they're going to do things. So I don't know. Yes, I can read your comment. You had a comment for me. So that's my recommendation on that. Okay. All right. Let's go to Derek. Hi, Derek. Go ahead and unmute.
Good morning, Uncle P.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you, brother?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. You're doing a good job, man. You, Mr. Elvis, on that silver and that oil, that's been real good. So
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, man.
I got a question.
Sure.
Like for the oil, silver, and forex, you only can. Is it good? Is you only can have like two? You can have not two accounts for each, but you only can have two accounts for the oil and silver and one for the forex, right? Is that correct?
No, let me take a look. Give me a second. Let me see something. Because I want to give you correct information. Let's go to the website and I'll bring it up for you. And we'll go from there. And by the way, the person, good morning, G Brown. Do you have a course for beginners? Like I said, just coming here is where I do it. Because you know, all the other information is when people buy our software. Once they do that, then inside of the software tutorial steps, we usually provide tutorials. But if you have just basic questions I want to ask, I always recommend click on the link in the description and join the Zoom class where you can actually just raise your hand in here and ask your questions. That would be a better way of going about it, G. And then Dino, I'll just call you Dynro. if you want a list of our recommended, I don't have any recommended brokers. Let me tell you that up front. I don't recommend any broker. That's not my place. We do have a list of brokers that, that people use. And on there are two of them that I use, but do I make any suggestions? No, I never do, because if y'all don't like them brokers, I don't want to be the one blamed for it. But I can send you a list of about 10, especially ones that still are currently using the MT4 and MT5. So if you want that, just send an email to superezforex@gmail.com. Super is an echo, forex@gmail.com. All right. And I can send you that list over. Okay, brother? All right. So let's go to right here. You're going to click on join. And let's go through this, because this is, I want to make sure. There was some confusion on my part, and I had called Donna up, or Donna called me up, and we had a discussion. I want to make sure everybody's clear. So when you do a purchase, it's always going to tell you the exact number of accounts you can use it on, okay? Now, if you have combos, packages, so D, which one you were asking about?
I got the oil, silver, and the Forex.
Okay, as you can see right here, you're allowed up to 3 broker accounts. Now, it's up to you. If you want to have oil and silver on one account and Forex on 2 of them, or if you want 2 of them to have oil and silver and 1 Forex, or if you want oil, silver, and Forex on 3, that's totally up to you. The only thing is you can only have submit up to 3 broker accounts to receive trades on.
Okay.
Make sense?
I was just getting clarification, because what you said, and then the lady boss, Donna, she was telling me the same. So I was just trying to just get transparency. So, okay.
First for miscommunicating, yeah, but at the end of the day, this is why we listed it right here, so everybody's very clear how you use these accounts, what you want on them. That's totally up to you. You just say, hey, on this account, I only want the oil and silver, but on these 2 accounts, I want Forex only. Or I want oil and silver on all 3 of these accounts. Totally up to you. The only key is you only allow up to 3 broker accounts at a time. And the reason why we're limiting these number of accounts, because we already know some shiesty people, what they're going to do is they're going to come in and buy a package. And if we have unlimited accounts, they're going to gang up and get 10 of their friends and just say, oh, here's 20 accounts. And that's why we put the number of accounts limited to this number here per purchase. Per subscription, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I ain't got no problem with that. You gotta tighten your ship up, man. It's just when you got deviancy, man, people coming in here messing up stuff, and they they don't want to listen to instruction, especially in that chat group. People be crying and stuff and inboxing me, and I know how y'all admin feel, because I'm getting tired. I got so tired, I just started blocking them now, man, because like Dr. L was talking about. Reduce your lot size, and then people be crying and complaining. All you gotta do is just listen to what you and Mr. Elvis be saying, and quit trying to rush and just try to just complain and stuff like that. If they got any problems or anything, all you gotta do is an email, because in that group they be crying and stuff. I'm like you, starting to get tuned out now. I only got your channel and the Super EZ Forex, but I done got so tired now, man. Like I have muted the Super Easy, and then like your channel, every time notification come, I just get it, and I don't care. People, if they listen on here, I don't give a damn, man. Get mad at me, whatever. I'm trying to, listen to you, because you my mentor and my coach, and I'm listening to what you saying, man. I tune everybody else out, and it just be crazy. So that's why I just try to, communicate with you or whatever, go through email, or like you said, I participate in class. And I ask you the question. So I appreciate you, man, always.
No, I appreciate you being honest, because that's the whole point. People don't realize, and I've been saying this for the longest, when I was trading in the stock market and trading options, when I was doing real estate, when I had network marketing businesses, when I owned a restaurant, when I owned a childcare business, I've been in business for a long time. This is the only one that gets under my skin because of the people's. And I talked to Jenny the other day, and I said, a lot of the people, not everybody in here, much respect to a lot of you guys like you, D, but some of these people who come in here got this dollar menu mentality, and they really do. And it's just, Absolutely. I've never seen it before in any of the business lines I've ever been in. I've been in medical sales. I've been in advertising sales, or any business that I've ever been in on the planet since I've been in my 20s. And I have never seen such immaturity. I've just never seen it, and I'm actually surprised I've been around this that long. Because if you look at if how you're dealing with it, if people bombarding you, you're not even permitted to have a loss. You like we did. We've been on a win streak for the longest. Okay, Trump come into office, he go pin happy, the markets go nuts, and then we get blamed for it. And then look what happens the very next week when the markets goes back to normal, we go on blitzo back on the market. We've been rocking and doing our thing for a long time. And if anything happens that ain't even our fault, people just go blitzo on us. And so it's like if you were in the stock market, people who have 401ks, IRAs, they don't even realize this is already happening to you on your 401k and IRA. It's just that you just know you don't look at it every day. But they look at every little thing here. And you get criticized step by step. It don't matter what you did yesterday, it's just what you're doing today. And if the markets come out with news and you end up getting in a pullback, oh, you in pullback, you in drawing, you in this and that. And I'm like, oh my God. So yeah, that's the reason why PJ is doing better with his gold trades. He cut it off. He said, man, I can't think straight and I can't trade like I normally do because of the crying of the people. And so, yeah, you got a Tay. We just want mature people who treat this like your 401k and IRA. Check on it every few months. Just leave it alone. Hey, we're not here to try to help you pass your prop firm in 2 days. That's not what we're here to do. It takes time to pass these prop firms. And why is it like that? Because that's exactly what the prop firms are looking for. They are not looking for one-hit wonders. This is why a lot of the prop firms have what they call consistency rules, because they know it's going to be these people who come up in here trying to be a one-hit wonder, and they're going to go big on the lot size, and they may look up once, twice, a couple of times, but then eventually they get caught, and the markets come with some news or something unexpected, and they get their hand slapped. And so before you can go to a live account with real money, the prop firms are already saying this is one of their rules. We don't want people like you. We don't want people like you. In fact, Blue Guardian, I'm sorry for stretching this out, but Blue Guardian sent an email the other day that I read. They said that 73% of all failures are due to blown accounts. Well, why is that? People trying to go too fast. Only in this business, stock market, options market, real estate, every other business that I've ever been in, nobody has this mentality that it got to be a microwave win rate. Got to be now. You can't have no loss. You can't have no pullbacks, no nothing. It got to be a win 100% every week, only in this business. And it gets under my skin. So if you get just a little taste of this and you ain't even a business owner, imagine what me and Donna are dealing with. And we've been dealing with this for years.
Right. And then, not to cut you off, but that's why, like you said, important to come to class, because you already put it out there. You put it, man, this is like beating a dead horse, and people don't take notes, and then they don't journal and all of that. And then people got to understand, and they got to listen to you. You said it. Look, institutionals, they use smaller lot sizes and bigger stop losses. That's how they do it. Because like me, I took your advice. I got a 100K instant account. I got that, and I got that hooked to the copier. And I go back and look at the videos, what you post like every Wednesday, like a football game. I just go in there and listen and take my notes, and even listen to my colleagues and say what they say. And they say something positive, I write it down. But I even got that on my board. Institutional, they use small lot sizes and bigger stop losses. That's how they make they. You cannot do that, and and like I said, I got them big caps and everything on my board, man. So you be telling the truth, man. But a lot of these folks, they just gotta understand, man. That's how they trade. You can't, do a race, but you really made me go get that 100K account when you was like, I got it too. So I'm like, I gotta get it, Uncle PC. Let me go ahead and go to Blue Guardian and hurry up and get it. So I went on and got it, and I got it hooked to the oil and the silver and the Forex copier. And man, I even showed my results. And I had one person which, you know, I guess he was in his feelings and I don't care, but, you know, I showed the results and everything. You're doing good, man. So I just went on and let it run. After a month, whatever I make, I just withdraw it. I rinse and repeat, and you know, and do that. But yeah, man, just continue, you know, you and Donna, Miss Jenny, Dr. Elvis, keep doing what you're doing. It's got a lot of folks that ain't even traders. If they, you know, if they thinking this is a gambling or they think it's a gambling joint or a race, man, you should go back and just work your job, man. Go do something else. You know, go ahead and, you know, do some DoorDash or something like that, because this ain't for you. Because people that are trying to be wealthy, it takes years for you to master the skill. And you have to journal it. And then, if you know, you have to try so many trades, like you're saying, and you see where your weakness and your strength at, where it works for you. Because you can have all these strategies, but you got to go with one that work for you. And like I said, you know, you're doing a good job, man. Keep doing what you got to do. I know it's nerve-wracking to y'all and everything, and I catch it too. But like I say, man, a lot of these folks that's here, or they trying to be, you know, moles. They trying to be moles for other groups. You know what I'm saying? Being moles, trying to, like I said, stealing information, or just trying to just thinking it's a race. No, man, you can't do that. It takes time. But when you get over that, you're gonna be good. And then you can't be cheap. You gotta invest. Like me, I invested my money. If I make when I make my money back, then you know, they're like a business. You know, if I made my money back and some, you did good. And then you gotta take time. But you continue doing, like you said, just go ahead and look or whatever. You know, just let the copier do it for you, and then learn how to trade manually. If you lose, you lose. You win, you win. But you gotta use smaller lot sizes, like Dr. Elvis said, and yourself, and bigger stop loss. That's how the institution do it, and that's how you do it. And I don't know what else to say, but I just had to tell you, I had to give y'all flowers, man. You continue to, you're doing a good job. I'm out.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. Yeah, guys, here's the deal. With institutional traders, that's their normal. And when you're talking about prop firm challenges, which a lot of you guys are trying to do, they're looking for people with an institutional mindset. That's what they're basically looking for, which is you're very careful with the money. They know they don't care about your win rate. Here's something I want you guys to think about, okay? Think about this. What prop firm have you ever went and applied at where one of their rules was about your win rate? Anybody? Anybody? Have you ever went to a prop firm, looked under their rules, and they had a rule about your win rate? Has anybody ever seen that? If you have never seen that, type a 50 in the box. Type a 50 if you've never seen that in their rules about win rates. I'm waiting on you guys. Type a 50 if you've never seen a rule about win rates. Okay, I see Liz, I see Rob, I see Reg. Anybody on the YouTube family? Dominic? G, any of you guys? No, of course, you have never seen that. You have never seen it because it doesn't exist. They don't care about win rates. Again, this is the mentality of the people we deal with, and you can't re-educate them. This is why I call it the dollar menu kind of concept. These people got dollar menu concepts. They can't think bigger to a steak dinner. All they think is dollar menu kind of low grade thinking. And you're in a game where there's trillions of dollars with a dollar menu mindset. They don't care about win rates. You do. You know how often we get asked, well, what's your win rate? What's your win rate? What's your win rate? What is yours? Because if every single one of these prop firms never ask that question, then why are you asking it? Is that the most important thing? No, they don't care because they know you're going to have fluctuating weeks. The question you should be asking, what is the consistency? Because over time, that's when you can tell whether something's good or not. This is why a lot of the Forex companies that y'all used to hear about on YouTube and all these other channels, they're not here no more. Why? Because they was fly by nights, but they weren't consistent. And as a result, they couldn't sustain. And they were just like many of you guys. One hit wonders. They came in, rocking hard for a minute. Then they kept on doing the wrong thing. And eventually the market got them. And they're not here anymore. That's why you don't see their YouTube channel no more. They're gone. We've been here since, I think, 2018, 2019. Well, we launched in 2018 towards 2019. We've been around since 2019. Tons and tons of years and years and years of videos on YouTube. I'm still here. Because it's about hanging in there and being consistent. And this is what the prop firms are looking for. So every one of you guys who keep on blowing up your prop firm account, it's only one reason it's blown up. Even on the toughest day, it is because of your lot size. They never ask about win rates. They never make it a rule that you have to have an 80% win rate or else you don't pass. You have to have a 70% win. They never mention it because it doesn't matter to them. As long as you can keep that money from going below a certain number, then that's all they care about. They care about money management more than win rates. Win rates matter to you so you can get paid. Money management matters to them so you don't lose their money. Different concepts. Different concepts. Type a 45 if you guys understand that. Drop a 45 in the comments on YouTube if you understand that. Priorities, money management. You'll get there when you get there. I'm gonna read this comment that John just wrote. He said, you can have a 40% win rate and proper risk management with losses being smaller than wins and still be profitable. That's exactly my point. That's why I did the video a couple of weeks ago where I showed clear proof of having a low win rate and we still were very profitable. Because here's when people are asked about win rates, for an example, we had a loss this week and I own up to it. It was mine. It was fine. But here's the question. What if they would say, oh, Uncle P, he only had a 50% win rate because I only took 2 of the trades this week. The rest were by my team, which is why if you're going to get the Forex copier and these copiers, don't just add my account because sometimes I may not trade this week. If my team is rocking and rolling, what do I need to do it for? Because I'm getting copied just like you. Okay. So here's the point. Looking at my win rate this week, okay, for the Forex copier, okay, technically, I'm at a 50% win rate. Technically. But watch this. Here's the calky dowky. And I'm going to get to some more hands. I just want to share this with you. My win for one trade was 85 pips. My loss, which I was trying to get at a break even, was only 12 pips. So technically, I'm still up, just me alone, on 2 trades. I'm up 73 pips for the Forex group that y'all receive trades, those who's in the Forex copier. Y'all still up 73 pips by my 2 trades. But technically, if you look at the win rate, it's only 50% because one of the trades won, one lost. So is the win rate actually exactly what you really should be counting? You see how that doesn't make sense? And you see why the prop firms don't care about it. So if somebody was to ask me, hey, Uncle P, what's your win rate this week? It's 50%. I had 1 win and 1 loss. Only took 2 trades this week. It was 14 trades this week. 14 winners and only 1 loss. That was mine. 14 winners. Over 1,000 pips made for just the Forex copier people alone. And that 1 loss was mine. I have a 50% win rate this week. Yes, it is. Oh, but you didn't ask me the number of pips I made because minus only 12 pips from 85 pips leaves me at 73 pips just off my 2 trades alone. So which one was more important, the win rate or the number of pips I've made? So you see how this dollar menu kind of concept, it just gets under your skin over the years because you've been here for years trying to read. This is why Dr. Miles Monroe, and I'll get to some more hands quickly, but this is why Dr. Miles Monroe, I remember he said, It's one of the hardest things to do. And it was so, you guys will probably never forget this because I did. He said one of the hardest things to do is to help a person change their mind. And in fact, this is why God does not go against a person's will. And I learned this a long time ago. Honor a person's will. When they make a decision, then honor it. I'm not going to fight your will. Life will beat you up and then you'll change your own mind. But I'm not going to sit here and debate with you. If you want to be stubborn, do your thing. I do not deal with stubborn people. This is the reason why. Because they refuse to change their mind until circumstances beat them down so bad until they have to admit, maybe I was wrong. Because they refuse to be adaptive in their thinking process. They refuse to adapt unless forced to. And some of you guys probably got family members like that. They refuse to listen to any advice until they hit into a landmine, and then they want to come and ask to borrow you or your money. No, I don't belong to that, because you should have listened before the landmine. You want to stick to your guns. I'm right. Okay, then you. I heard something. I was in a Bible study group on Saturday, and a guy from the military said there was something that he heard said, you are free to make all the choices you want, but you are not free from the consequences of them. And for some of the people, I'm just leaving them to the consequences of their choices. Choose whatever you want. I'm not going to fight you on your thoughts, but I guarantee you, when the dust settles and life gets done, taking its belt off and whooping your behind, you're going to submit. And guess what? That's between you and life. I'm telling you guys, our mindset as retail traders is completely off. And I've been saying this for years, and it's nothing different. Institutional traders are much better off because they think differently. They're in the same arena as you, but their mindset is just completely different. It's more mature. And they have a lot more patience. We don't. Because we're trying to quit jobs, we're trying to do this, trying to do that, and it's just not going to work. And you're putting pressure to try to make it. You know, God told me something the other day, and let me get to some hands. God told me something the other day. He said, here's what you have control over. You have control over when you place a trade, but you don't have control over when it's going to move. Write that down in your notes, everybody, including you guys on, hey, Daniel, on YouTube. You have control over when you place the trade, but you don't have control over when it's going to play out one way or the other. We don't know. And you can't force it. The market will move how it wants to move, when it wants to move. You only have a choice of what lot size you're going to use and when you're going to enter the trade. That is your part of the game. Everything else is out of your control. And this is what people on prop firms are trying to do. You're trying to control the timing. I need to hurry up and pass this prop firm today. But what if the market is not offering that today? What if the market is having an attitude today? You can't control that. And you being anxious and trying to do all this and this and going off on people, it's not going to make any difference, because the market's going to move when it's going to move. There it is. So let me check on this trade. If it works out, okay, so we're down 6 pips still. Okay, we're still sitting there. See my pull point? I have no control over this. I do know that I used a very tight stop loss on it. So if the trade doesn't work out, I'm going to be out by what? 15 pips. Okay, 15 pips is all I used on this trade, because I know I'm being naughty. I've just jumped in early. I just like the way it looked. Okay, so I'm down 5.6 pips right now. Okay, so again, see, once I entered into this trade, I analyzed it, I entered the trade, and now what can I do now? Sit back and relax. It is connected. This account is connected to my prop firm. Okay, so win or lose. Okay, there we go. I do know that I'm only going to be risking 15 pips. So there we go. So watch this. Let's say for an example, and then I get to hands. Watch this. Let's do numbers again. I had a winning trade of 85 pips, lost 12. Okay, so I'm still up by 73 pips. This one has a stop loss of 15 pips, so let's minus another 15. So if I have 2 losses right now, I will be still up 58 pips from my start. Now, if you was to ask me what's my win rate, and I say, oh man, I only got a 40% win rate, who would want to do any business with me? You see why they don't count win rates? What is that? You know, wait, 3 trades at 9, just like 9. I got a 33% win rate this week, you know, out of 100. 3 trades, 33%. I got a 33% win rate. But you never asked me about the number of pips I made. Even with the 2 losses, my win was big and my losses were small. So there we go. Y'all understand? Okay. Let me get to some hands for time's sake. Okay. All right. Josh, let's go ahead and unmute you. Peter, I see you. And Sam, I got you. Okay. Go ahead, Peter. I'm sorry, Joshua. Go ahead.
Uncle P, what's popping, baby? How you doing?
All right. How are you, sir?
Good, good. Can you hear me pretty good? I got some new headphones
Yeah,
locked
yeah.
in.
Perfect.
Okay, okay. All right, so I'm one of them veterans. Shout out to Derek for just speaking, man. Shout out to you, Uncle P. I miss to make you cry all the time. Every time I come on and talk, once
I
in a
know.
blue moon. Yeah. So shout out to Liz, the Gold Queen. Shout out to Elvis, Jenny, the whole Super Easy team, man. I've been around since 2018, triple arrows,
Yeah.
indicator after indicator that made profit off that. I've traded with several prop firms. I'm one of them ones like Derek. People hit me up, Telegram, the whole
Mhm.
nine.
Yeah.
Uh, but I gotta say something important because I raised my hand last week, but you had to go. You had an appointment. Okay.
Mhm.
So the first thing I want to start off with is I want to talk about that 2018, 2019 era. Now, I get on the Derek in the group a little bit, like, man, just calm down just a little bit, D. Let them make it just a little bit. I'm a little bit more lenient on new people, and I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you why. Some of these people, they super excited when they see your YouTube. I was one of them ones. I left IML. I mean, I've been there. Jenny been there. She know the game. Probably Donna too. She know the game. I was taught by some pretty good people in IML, but I was also taught the wrong way as well, and
Yes.
especially about risk management, bro. That is one of the biggest things, Uncle P, that you taught me. So let me get to my point, right, with that first thing. When I left IML and I seen you, it was like a gift from God. I was in prayer and I was like, man, I just need a real teacher, a real mentor, and boom, you came. But let me tell you what you came with. You didn't just come with trading. And I'm gonna tell you to this day, I don't even specifically just I utilize your trading, everything you taught me with the charts, but I don't really use that in the markets like that. I specifically, I got triple arrow. I could break down the charts like it's nothing now because of what Super Easy has taught me. But more so, I use your psychology. That is what's gotten me through the market so much. And I want new people to hear this, especially on YouTube when y'all hear this later when you get off work, because I used to have a love and hate relationship with Super Easy and Uncle Pete when I was new. I used to be with the Signal Service. I used to be with everything. I used to be man, back when the doctor that you got in the group, he's very quiet, but he's been with you before everybody. He's the doctor. He used to make like tremendous amount of pips. He's still in the group. He still comes in every now and then. So I used to have a love and hate relationship. I used to be mad at Uncle Pete. For all the new people, I used to be like, you don't know what you talking about. What you talking about? Boy, I used to be hot. And me and Liz, we from New Orleans, so we take stuff a little differently. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
I used to be hot, boy. I used to be everything Derek is talking about. I was that new person. I used to be arguing with myself, not in the telegram. I used to be mad at Elvis with them large stop losses, and man, I used to be like, man, why is this? It's not going in my favor. But
Right.
number two, lot size. That lot size, you kept talking years ago about institutions. And I'm like, I don't know what the hell you talking about institutions. I started trading prop firms. I started trading on my own. Years started to pass since triple arrows all the way until Ocean Wave, all the way until, signals being gone, all the way until now you guys are doing the passive income. I remember being on my knees about that. And so I speak to the new people when I say patience is everything and psychology is everything, and you know mindset and that quitting that job phase is real, bro. It's so real. Like I don't care how many times Uncle P say lower your lot size. You thinking about Like what I'm going through with my job. I drive a box truck. The lady's truck is broke down, right? The first thing you think about is like a newbie, I'm gonna raise my lot size. So I can, you know what I mean? So I can get up off this job. So I won't not get up off the job, but so I won't have to worry about it no more. You know what I mean? It's so many new people out there. And like I said, I'm sympathetic. My bad, Derek. I'm a little sympathetic for new people because I know you see the flashiness from Super Easy winning these trades. You see Elvis killing it. You see Jenny being the six-figure beast. You know what I mean? You see Uncle P been beast, and you've been trading 20 plus years, Uncle P, and your knowledge and wisdom psychology wise. But then on their end, as a new person, they're seeing their charts and they're seeing the inauguration come around and everything is red and blood. Yeah. So now they iffy, you know what I mean? Or maybe it was back when we had USD JPY when it went in negative. And you don't see that a lot with Super Easy being in red. You always see profit. And so here's the next thing. Yeah. A lot of traders want the day-by-day trades. And I tell people when they telegram me, and I call them my brothers now, all the new people, a lot of new people reach out to Josh, you know what I mean? And I tell them this. No, let me correct you. It's month over month. It's year over year. It's quarter over quarter. You got to change your mindset. It's not day over day. I don't care if they lose 6, 7 trades in a row. Look at the end of the month. What's the end of the month? Oh, right. Were they in profit? You had somebody hit me yesterday, literally last night. They said, Elvis is back in profit now. And he sent me the crying emojis. I said, see, it's month after month.
That's right.
It's month after month. It's year after year. You have to know how this trading game goes. And when you talk about institution, when you talk about psychology, and when you talk about all the way to Warren Buffett and all, the game is still the same, whether it's stock market, whether it's futures, whether it's not day after day with this trading game. It's all about, and it's not about win rate. It's not about win or loss. It's all about that, like you said, the risk management, and it's all about, it's so important that you notice that the prop firms don't ask you about none of that stuff. Like, there's a reason for that. Yeah, they want long-term,
They don't care. They just want long-term.
Long-term trades. That's correct.
They just know, like, for an example, Trump came in office and we had the biggest loss that we've had on record. We've been with the copycat since last year. And so it's been over a year and we've never had a loss like that, in a week. Mm-hmm. But it was due to Trump coming in office and getting pin happy, which, again, I'm not saying anything negative about it. I understand his philosophy as to why he feels the need to do what he's doing. A lot of people would disagree, but if you look behind the curtains, you'll understand a bit more about that. Not saying I agree wholeheartedly with everything he's doing, but I understand what he's trying to do, and I meant to do a video about trade deficits to help you guys kind of get a better concept of what is really going on. And, but that's a different story. But the point is that was the worst we've had on record since we launched the copycat. And look at what happened within the very next week. And it's only Wednesday. We've already made back all that we lost last week. And it's just Wednesday.
Yes,
and
sir.
So everybody quit on last week because of the inauguration and the pin happiness of Trump. Okay, those people are gone. But guess what? Had they hung on, guess what? Boom, we're back in profit again, just like that. And so they just miss out on opportunities because they're expecting everything to be controllable like we control the markets. We don't. We just have been doing this for so long. We just know. I'll tell you this. There was something that God spoke into my spirit the other day, and maybe this will help a lot of you guys who are trading. Maybe you're struggling. Okay, so here's the deal. When you have found something that works, just keep punching. I was watching the Clarissa Shields fight against, I don't even know the lady's name, and the lady was taller than her, had a bigger reach than her, and all these different things. And when the fight started, I was kind of like, well, Clarissa Shields, you are shorter, and I don't know how you're going to get around that long jab, but she just kept on punching. And eventually she knocked the girl out. She knocked her out. Okay. And this was some, I don't know if this is recent match, but there was some black girl who was a silver or whatever in Olympic fighting and this and that, and so I was like, she's up against some odds because the girl was way bigger than her in height and physicality, everything. But all she did was she kept punching, and eventually she knocked the giant down. So for some of you guys, if you have something that works, one of the other things that we have to do is remember to be just consistent in the way that you're trading, because I know the way these people trade, and I understand why over time, why they become successful, because, they'll go through a bad season, markets will do what it's doing, and then all of a sudden, hey, things go against you. But they realized it had nothing to do with me personally or my trading style. It had something to do with the markets. I think people are failing to realize you are entering into a market that you do not control. You don't control it. So even right now, if Trump says something crazy, then, okay, guess what? The market's going to do what they do. They're going to do what they
Yeah.
do. Ain't
Right.
nothing you can
Right.
do. I'm okay, just like this trade. Hey, I told you guys I'm going to get in this trade, and I already told you, hey, normally I always wait for the 15-minute arrow. I didn't wait for it. So if this trade don't work out, I'm down by 15 pips. It'll be a 15 pip loss because I kept it real tight and right, okay? Just got to pop up on GU. Let's go to the 15-minute on that one. Let's take a look. Okay, now this one is different. See, look where. See, 15-minute arrow. That's what I normally wait for. Okay, and then I jump to the 4-hour, get my analysis, and I see this has kind of come up here, but we got that there, and we got that there. So normally I wait for a 15-minute arrow. I just jumped in early because I felt like it. Guess what? If I lose this trade, it's 15 pips. Do I already know what my risk is going to be? Yes, I already know what my risk is going to be. So if the markets go against me, it's already incognate in my head exactly what I can handle. And I'll let you finish your comment, but let me say this to you
Okay.
guys.
All right.
Think about when you're doing lot sizes, not only what can your prop firm or your account handle, but the question you have to ask yourself is, what can you emotionally handle yourself? Because, if you're using a lot size and it's appropriate for your account size, but you're going to freak out over every little tick and move, then that means your lot size is too big. And it's too big for what? For my account? No. For my emotional account. It's too big for my emotional account. I can't handle it. So it's like going to Las Vegas to the casino. Only put on the trade or put on in the slot machine what you can emotionally handle. If you got $100 in your pocket, then don't use $50 for each roll because you're going to be out maybe in two. But if you got $100 and you say, okay, I can handle placing 10 cents on each trade, and I can have myself a good time and make this stretch this $100 out. Okay. Okay. If you can do that without panicking and pissing in your pants or going off, then do that. But don't put stuff, even if it's appropriate for your account size, just ask yourself, what can I emotionally handle? And if you can't emotionally handle it, then maybe altogether this may not be for you, because for technically some people, they're just not risk takers. They just are not risk takers. And if that is you, be honest with yourself. I'm not a risk taker, because no matter, even if it's worth $1, I'm about to lose $1. If you're going to freak out over losing $1, and somebody did. Oh, I'm down $13. I'm like, 13? Did you just eat? Are you really rebuking me over 13 bucks? Brother, this ain't the game for you. You understand what I'm saying, brother?
Yes, sir.
And I'm not exaggerating. Yes, you get those emails. And I'm saying, that's nothing more than a freaking Happy Meal. Are you tripping? Bro, this is not for you. Please don't trade.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
honest, this is just not for you, because it does take a certain level of mental toughness to be able to deal with risk, because this is investing. It's risky. It's going to be risky. So if you can lower your lot size, not just for the sake of your account, but also for the sake of your emotions, where hell or high water, I'm going to sleep in peace no matter what happens. And if you can't sleep in peace and you're up all night long, then that tells you up front, hey, it's something got to be adjusted on the lot size to bring my emotions down and to ensure myself that I'm not going to blow the account, or maybe I just not need to trade. This may not be for you. But go ahead and say your comments.
Yeah, I'm
Brother.
gonna wrap it up real quick. Yeah, appreciate you saying all that too, Uncle P. But I just had one more thing really, and I'm gonna wrap it up. I want to give you a little bit more flowers as well too, man, because back in the day, I know how tight you used to be with saying certain things, and I can get why. And I had to learn that as well over time. Over the years, I had to learn, man, why you so tight with saying stuff, man? Dang, just come out and say it, Uncle P. And then when I started to see certain things from the group to even in the classes, I was just like, golly, man, he gotta be like this. You know what I'm saying? That's why he want to protect his son and the same thing in the same light. And so I got to give you your flowers because now you've been opening up. You still don't recommend brokers, and I know why, and I see why, and I agree. But you let it be put in a group by Elvis and Jenny, and also this is making it fun when you're sitting here, you're talking about prop firms and stuff like that to really up the rank for regular retail people. You know what I mean? And then utilizing passive income so you don't even have to lift a finger when it comes to that. So I just want to give you your flowers for that. But maybe on another day, I'm gonna end it like this because you probably don't have much more time. But I do want to do an exercise with you that I feel is like you got the $50 a day challenge. You got the $50 a day video on YouTube, right? And so I said, as a veteran, I said, well, I'm gonna go to I'm gonna be in class, and I want to tell him that I want to see you do it again, but I want to see it trying to say it the right way. I want to see it in real time, like not showing your charts or nothing like that, but I want to put a scenario out there. So say for instance, if I have say 5 live accounts at a certain amount, let's say $500 on 5 live accounts, and say I have one prop firm like Derek that's like 100K. I would love to see that in real time broken down on the calculator, man. It just makes my mind. I don't know if it's like that for anybody else, but when you make a video like that, that's like, it makes my mind go like, boy, I'd be excited. Like, you know what I'm saying? So just breaking down, even with losses, that too, the realization of it, like, okay, we did 50%. So we lost 2 days. And I think you did that on one of your videos. You put average trader loses about 25% in a month, right? So you took that out of it. So it's just not that you're making 50 a day. It's just that, you want to make 50 a day, but some of those may be losses. You may have a losing week. You know what I mean? But I would love to see that like in real time, like the realization of that. And then growing up to just say a person like me, the small goal, my first smallest goal is to make $200 a day, Uncle P, right? So $200 a day for an individual like myself will work wonders for the average person that's working a regular job. And not saying you want to quit right away, but you saying like if they lay you off, you have a peace of mind because the passive income is coming in and you're making $200 to $300 a day. You get what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say, Uncle P. But shout out to Super Easy, man. I love you, brother. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. Not gonna make you cry today, but yeah, bro. I just want the new people to know we all done been there, man. We all done been burnt by other people, and we come over here to Super Easy thinking it's supposed to be, oh man, he doing nah, bro. Super Easy here to take care of you, and they doing something that ain't nobody else doing. I'm just keeping it real, like. I'm really out here trading. I'm really out here. They've been in several groups. I've been with several prop firms, and consistency rules or without consistency rules, super easy to get it done. So I really appreciate y'all, man. But yeah, man, I love to see that scenario though, Uncle P. You heard me? All right,
I have
thank you, man. Yeah,
my list to do's, but yeah, I may get around
okay,
to it. All
for
right.
sure. All right, brother.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, y'all. Let's go to Pete. Peter, go ahead and unmute. Uh, by
Okay,
the way,
you there?
yes, I'm here, Peter. Go right ahead.
Okay, how you doing? Yeah, sorry, my my little boy came in during that moment when I tried before, so
Mhm.
yeah. Okay, yeah. I just was gonna ask you a quick technical questions about the copycat. You helped me out. I've tried out my first week. It's going really well. I'm up about 1% on my prop firm challenge, so
Good,
pretty stoked about that.
good.
All good. Yeah, it's just a kind of technical question because one thing came up yesterday. I think they were with Dr. Elvis's trades.
Mhm.
Um, basically I didn't get closed out of them. But I noticed that there was some like a stop loss and a take profits were set, maybe from
Mhm.
his side or from your side, whoever was initiating the trades. And I noticed, like for example, the USD CAD it missed the TP by like 1 pip, and then it kind of reversed, blah blah. But it looked like Dr. Elvis had posted that all of them were positions were closed, and I none of mine had been closed out. I was in about 6 trades. I ended up closing most all of them in profit. But I'm just wondering, you got any questions why maybe it didn't close on my end when his did, and everything is set up okay, and
No, like I said, one of the things that we have no control over, just like the markets. One of the things we don't have any control over is when you guys put the copier onto your broker's platform, because we got
yeah,
a lot of people getting copied on our trades, and they're when we close our trades, theirs get closed, and so if
okay.
there's a one-off situation, then that means that person has to restart their copier, restart their trading platform, because it could be a communication issue between your broker's platform and our copier, but it's not a general copy issue, because if it didn't close out on just yours, I guarantee you hear what people saying. I guarantee you, we would have been blown up. Me and Donna, we would have been blown up with emails from my other people who kind of help
Yeah,
behind the
yeah,
scenes.
yeah.
We would have all been blown up. Hey, there's no, all our trades are still running. We will know. We will instantly know if it's a global issue across the Super Easy family, because we'll get tons of emails, but no emails, no nothing,
Okay.
and yeah. So that just means it's just your isolated issue, and therefore just restart your copier and restart your broker's platform, because you know, there's so many brokers out there, and one of the things they don't do, and I personally can confirm this because I got into it with the leadership or with one of the people over the brokers, and that's why I just used to do a lot of talking about them, and I'm like, you know what, I'm done with y'all. I'm done. And I said again, this is exactly why I don't personally recommend brokers. I will tell you the list of brokers that people are using, and it
Yeah.
has with 2 of them on there, but I don't personally say use this broker, because when the crap goes wrong, instead of people contacting the broker, they always going off on Uncle P as if I own the broker. So I just stay out of that. And then this situation, this broker, I told them what they need to do. And I said, hey man, y'all just sat up there and did a massive update during the week when people have live trades, and y'all just messed up all these people's trades. Guess what? Who got blamed? We did.
Yeah, exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't get
Yeah.
into all that, because again, they can do updates on their platform and not even. And I told them, I said, man, why didn't y'all just at least send a notification ahead to tell the clients that you're about to do these updates? People wouldn't have had open trades. Number two, why didn't you just do your updates over the weekend?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah, I
just a
know I
lot
get you.
for brokers that we just have no control over. And if I start yapping my mouth, which is, I appreciate my brother who said it before, he was saying, hey, Uncle P don't talk a lot about certain things. He stays away. This is one of the reasons why, because we get blamed for everything. And here's what I don't like. And I appreciate your comment and the comments today, because we smash markets. We make doing record business. We're doing things that no company is doing. And when we are doing extremely well, we barely get a thank you. We barely get a
Yeah.
shout out. We don't get no screenshots. We don't get anything as if we're just terrible people. And the moment Trump come into office and we have a losing week because of him going pen happy, guess what? We hear all the noise. But where's the noise when we're doing extremely well? So
I
this
know.
is the routine of what we get in Super Easy. We don't get credit for what we do. And if there's a losing trade here or there, or whatever, guess what? We hear everything about that losing trade. I'm gonna draw down my da da da, but nothing about the 1,000 pips in each one of the copiers. Silver and oil over 1,000 already. Forex over 1,000 already, and it's just Wednesday. And where's the screenshots? Where's this? We don't. And then if there's something with a broker, oh Uncle P, you said that. No, I'm like, I don't need the noise. So that's, brother, I'm just being honest with you. That's why I refer people back confidently. Please contact your broker. Tell them, hey, I'm having issues with this and that. Or just the simplest way, like I said, it's just I've seen, that really works is people will, as long as you don't have any open trades. Okay. But what you want to do is just restart your trading platform and then restart your copier, because what could have happened, they could have done an update that disconnected the communication, and that's why yours didn't.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, when I went into it today, I got it set up exactly how you have it. I got it on this Optima VPS. It's been working great, but I noticed that on that one, because I got it set up. I got two challenges going. One set up for Forex, one for. And that's my next question, real quick. But I noticed that one of the EAs, one of the instances on one of the charts, it was a bit glitchy. I couldn't click on the providers list, for example. It was just glitchy. I couldn't move it. So once I kind of reset it, I closed it out and opened the chart up again. It seems to be working good. So maybe
Yeah,
that was the problem yesterday. It just lost communication.
yeah,
So
exactly.
it's probably on my MT4, for example, or my MT5 actually, rather than Blue Guardian. But that was my other question was I was trying to on Traders Connect, is there
Mhm.
a way that is there any because what I wanted to do is the lot sizes on Blue Guardian are so much different for the oil.
That's correct.
I'm keeping my forex and my metals, silver and gold, all at, like half stand point fives because it's 100K. Seems to be working good. I'm managing, like I said, I'm already up 1 or 2%. But of course with the oils, the Brent in the Brent or the US and the UK oils, it's quite a bigger lot size that I need to make it, to make it worth it, so to speak. So, do you know how, like, can you do that in Traders Connect? There's no way to individually um, set the lot size, right?
That's something you would have to contact them about,
Okay.
because
Okay.
yeah, I don't have any knowledge of how they do that on Traders Connect. I do like Traders Connect,
It's
and
great.
but
It's great. It's working fine. Great.
yeah, one of the features that I do like on Traders Connect is somebody had asked about this. What if I want only oil trades and I don't want silver? That's fine on Traders Connect. You can do that
Yeah,
because
that you can do.
they have a symbol option where you can turn them on and off, and therefore you can turn on and off whichever ones you want and don't want. But with our copier on the MT4 and MT5, whatever trades we take, that's what you guys are going to get. So that's something you want to address with them. Just
Okay.
find out what's the best way to go about it. Yeah, that's one of the things I can't answer. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, because the other option then I was just thinking it's not enough for me just to do it my other 100K account, just for oil. It doesn't really make sense because there's just not enough volume of trades on, to do like a whole 100K account. So that's why I was trying to figure it out. But maybe I'll do like a smaller 50K or something with just the oil.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, and see
Yeah,
how it goes on that. Okay, cool. And just one more quick question about like in the instance of, let's say I want to kind of override, if there is a stop loss, for example, or a TP that Dr. Elvis or you set, how can I override that? Like, do I just switch it to manual? Like, or can I just do that once the trade is open? Can I just manually do that on my own
you can
MT4
put it
or
in
5?
yourself. Yeah, you can put it in yourself.
Yeah, you can just go ahead and do it. Yeah, because somebody had private me on Telegram and had said that, you can't change the stop losses or somebody makes, is that true? That's not true, right?
Because you guys still got control over your account. We don't control your account, so you still can control your own.
Yeah,
So
yeah, so you can go in and change those things. They're not set by you on your end. It's not like I'm a slave to your thing. So I can even take off stop losses if I want it. I mean, if I want it, or target points.
yeah, you got it
Okay, perfect. Perfect.
right.
No, everything is great, man. I really appreciate it. And it's true, your psychology is what really got me through a really tough period a couple of years ago. And now you're getting me through with the copier, hopefully getting me on board in a material way as well as psychologically and spiritually. So
Yeah, man.
I appreciate it, brother. Yeah, yeah.
I appreciate you.
Okay, man. I'm
All
out.
right. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Glad. Do you? This is, guys. By the way, this is the reason why I prefer to do um, for people to raise their hand in class. And I got to head on out, you guys, but this is one of the reasons why I prefer that when people raise their hand and come to class, so that when I'm answering questions through email, which is why I don't do private messages on Telegram. Every once in a while you may be able to catch me, but truth be told, that's not the best way to reach me. I really don't answer. I've been stopped that a long time ago because I was getting bombarded with questions in Telegram, and basically something that I can explain within 5 minutes time will take forever to have a dialogue about with people, because I would say something, and then they would go, well, what about this? Well, what about this? And before you know it, it's 30 minutes in on the conversation, and I'm just back and forth with just one person. So you can imagine with a large number of people, I have to do this. Then basically, I'm not spending time with my family. But if we come to class and I can actually hear your question and really get a real gist of what your question is, along with you hearing my answer, then at that point we're on the same page. And it's something that took me 30 minutes on text or emails is actually done in 5 minutes, and we walk away and we're both happy because I know I fully understood what you were saying, you fully understood what I was saying, and therefore the questions are always answered as clear and concise as possible. And if there's something I just don't know, I will tell you to go back to XYZ to go get the answer, because a lot of questions we get are on things that is not our company policy or is just not us. Like Traders Connect, I'm a fan of them, but I'm not an expert in them. So I always refer people, hey, if you're having issues with Traders Connect, please reach out to the chat, which I did this morning. I had an issue with Traders Connect and was talking to them during the chat, through chat. And so that's what I do. I don't contact and email any of you guys. Hey, what do you think I should be doing with Traders Connect? Well, who's the best person to know about Traders Connect other than Traders Connect, right? So I always refer you guys to go back to your broker when you have broker issues. For an example, somebody emailed the other day, the copier message came up and said, broker, no connection to broker connection is lost. And they emailed us. I said, read to what the message is saying. The message is telling you the copier wants to work, but it's telling you there's something wrong with your account and your broker. So the broker connection to your trading platform is disconnected. So the copier won't be able to receive trades until you go to your broker and tell them, hey, my account with your platform is not working. And they will be able to fix it. And once they turn it on, then it works. So for an example, it's like you got a cell phone, but it's not connected to Verizon. It's not connected to T-Mobile or AT&T. You have the phone, and the phone is saying no service. Okay. Well, the phone, it's nothing wrong with the phone. The phone will function when you get it connected. Does that make sense to you guys? Type of 20 if that makes sense to you guys. All right, so this trade, and I'm looking at this trade right here on AUD. Let's see what happened on this one. Oh yeah, they poked up a little bit. See? So 15 pips, no big deal. I should have waited for my 15-minute arrow, because look at this one, in exchange. See, this is why you don't want to be breaking rules. I'm kind of glad it happened, so y'all can know what not to do. See? Now here's one where the arrow came in. See? And this is one where the arrow did not. So again, you can take risks, but there you go. 15 pips. Okay. What should I have done? Right here. See that one? That's what we're looking for. I just got a little happy. I see that's still sitting nice up there. See? 15-minute arrow. So there we go. So for somebody who say, oh, I'll never see you post your loss, well, you just seen one because I broke a rule. Should have waited for my 15-minute arrow because this one poked up. But it was just 15 pips. It was just fun to see. All right. I think that's it for today. Somebody said to reboot your VPS every Friday. Yeah, just restart everything on every Friday just to make sure you're connected. And you can do it after hours, because even if we have trades running and you reboot it, it will still not impact the trades themselves if we have any open running trades. Right now, we don't have any open running trades. By the way, let me show you guys this real quick before we go. See, this is what being hard-headed does. All right, here's my scanner right here, which is the boss, actually. See, I didn't mind the boss. Okay, the boss had sent out, this is my simplicity scanner. That's why typically I don't even touch the charts until this tells me to. But look at what it says right here, clear and concise. It said GBP USD, there's a sell on the 15-minute arrow, okay? And as you can see right here, some people want transparency, there you go, okay? There you go, it was the setup, okay? Now, on here, you do not see an AUD USD trade. So guess what happened? I lost it. I was just having fun because I don't use it on the 5-minute time frame. The 5-minute time frame you can, but as you can clearly see on the 5-minute time frame, it's too jittery. But it looked juicy, so I said, okay, what's 15 pips? Let's go ahead and try it. If not, that's cool. It's all good. But again, The third 15-minute arrow is my favorite. I've been using that for the longest. So I broke one of my rules, and as a result, my hand got tapped for 15 pips. Is 15 pips life-threatening? Yes or no? Is 15 pips life-threatening? No, of course not. It's not that big of a deal. Okay. And what does this teach me, though? Somebody, before we go, what does this teach me? What should I have done? Ooh, see? Now here's a 15-minute arrow that came out. It told you right here, look, GBP Swiss, a sell, 15-minute arrow. It told me to do that a while ago. Look at this one. Ooh. See? Follow the freaking rules. You break them, you pay. Break the rules, you pay. Look at that. Both of them won. Look at this. Ooh. That's why I typically only take trades when this tells me to, the scanner. In fact, I don't even look at it. Now, let me leave you guys with something to think about. The Asian session is really not that good of a trading session. It's really a consolidation session. It'll shake you and bake you and fake you. Okay, that's what it's going to do. By the way, let me take a look at this one because I had my eye on this one. And there we go. This is actually the one that I told you guys I lost to 12 pips on the other day. See, this is why. I seen it right here. It did a pullback, and I said, okay, I know this thing that didn't move that day. And so what I did was I said, okay, let me just close it out at break even, but it ended up pulling back by 12 pips. So, but look at, was I right on this one? Yeah, absolutely. There we go. There we go. See, this is where I got in, and I was hoping that it would go, and I saw it pulling back. So I said, I don't want to, I know these people, they don't like being in drawdown. And so therefore I closed it out. And yes, did it go in the drawdown? It sure did. But look what happened today. Pop right on back up. See? Following the rules. And there's a 15-minute arrow. The scanner said take it, and there it was. So what's the goal? Follow the rules. That's all. All right, you guys, I'm going to let you go. Thank you guys for attending today. Thank you for my YouTube family. Oh, so wait, G Brown, you said just want to make $100 a day if possible. Here's the deal. Just get the scanner and only take trades when it tells you to, okay? Except for I will personally avoid taking trades during the Asian session, unless it's the JPY pairs. Now, let me show you one trade that I did clock very well on yesterday, and that was this one. Because during the Asian session, the JPY pair is the only one that really moves really nicely. Most of the others, the AUD and the NZD, they typically are consolidating. So those I don't really bother with until maybe around 10 or 11 p.m. And then if the scanner is sent an alert, I'll probably check during that time. But in the middle of the Asian session, only the JPY pair is the one that I like to trade because I can trust it, okay, during that session. Why did I take that trade on that one? Let's take a look. Okay, here's the 15-minute arrow. Here's exactly what I told you guys. Is this a high? Is this a lower high? Is this a lower high? Is this going downstairs? Remember I told you guys, Stairmaster. One, you're walking downstairs. So when the arrow came out, what direction was the arrow? In the same direction as the directional trend on the 4-hour. Okay, same direction. So that's why that one worked. Okay. Now, this one in contrast, why did I lose this one? And I knew it was risky. That's why I only took 15 pips. What direction does this look currently? I know the overall trend is here. This is having a lower high, but right now I was trying to push a little bit higher, and I should have just simply waited for the 15-minute arrow. I didn't. So I got punished. That's what happens. So right in front of you guys, it's teaching me to do what? Follow the rules. Now, you can look at the 4-hour or you can use the 1 hour. It's up to you, whichever one. Even this one is a little bit risky because it's still in the uptrend currently. And what it looks like it's going to be doing a short pullback if this stays. But which one was more safe? It was following my rules. I broke it right in front of you, and I got punished. So what's the best thing to do? Don't break rules. When you have a set of rules, stick to your rules. Everybody got that? Type amen in the box, your YouTube family and everybody else. Yes, that's the simplicity scanner, Liz. Yep, still use it. That's I call it the employee. So once this sent out a 15-minute arrow, I take a look at, does it match up with the 4-hour time frame? If you want to have a higher win rate, look at whether it matches up with the 4-hour trend. Okay. So again, let's go back and do a review. Okay. On the CAD JPY, this was a perfect example. Okay. Overall, what was the direction of the trend? Type real quick. YouTube family, type real quick. YouTube family, Tonya, type real quick. What was the direction of the trend, you guys? G Brown, type. Nat, Daniel, Preview, Michelle. Hey, hi, you guys, by the way. And I know we're going to have hundreds of people who's going to watch this later on YouTube. But what was the direction of the trend? Oh, Derek said Simplicity made you some money during the Asian session. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is one I took during the Asian session. Okay, real quick, you guys, just for review, real quick, because I got to go. What was the direction of the trend? All right, Darius, thank you very much. He said down. Very good. Good. Anybody in the Telegram? I'm sorry, I'm saying Telegram and Zoom. Real quick, what's the direction of the trend? Okay, Rob, we got a couple of people. Thank you guys. Yes, down. So, John, there you go. Okay, I thought I was going. Okay, yeah, it's in the downtrend. So then, what did the arrow say? Follow it down. So see, they matched up. It was a match. It was a match, like that show. I forgot the name of it. Pop the balloon or find love. So that's the way it is. We have a match. So just match them up. Okay, it's going to require some patience because a lot of times you're going to get some arrows and they're actually in the opposite direction. Okay, and if they're in the opposite direction, you can take it, but it's high risk. Okay, but if you want to be a trend trader with this, if you don't have simplicity, but you're trying to be a trend trader, this is an alternative way. So Ocean Wave is a trend trading system. So if you want the trend trading system, that's fine. By the way, one last thing before we go. Yes, we still have the $97 special for oil and silver, just to help you guys out this year. And I may keep it at that price. I may not. So if you want to hurry up and join, if you want to do that. But in addition to that, I'm still, somebody had asked about the MT5 indicators. As you guys heard, MT5 is a very difficult, sloppy platform. I don't like it. We do have the entire simplicity system done, and it's already ready to go, and it's licensed, it's ready to go. But we're still working through the several other systems before we do a release. And what I may do is just do a mass package, MT5 package for current people who have the current systems. If you're brand new, it's going to be a normal price. But if you've already had the simplicity system or the Ocean Wave in the past or the 2EZ, we're going to try to give you a bargain deal, a real bargain deal, so that you can buy them all together for the MT5. Okay. All right, you guys. So that's about it for all the updates. Again, we've been here.